G'day, this is Damo from the Charter Connection Fishing Charters and the Charter Vessel Diversity, and that there is the moon. Anyway, the sun's just come up here, Saturday 7th July, and Diversity's left already. She left 7 o'clock this morning, a little before 7, and they're off to the Coalville Channel today. And that's where we've been fishing, and that's where we've been finding our better fish, and that's also an area where we're not getting smashed by barracuda. You get into 50 metres north of Tirri at the moment and the kudu are absolutely going to smash you to pieces. There's kudu everywhere up there, out in the open, and they're a real pain in the tackle, if you know what I mean. What I've been finding is these three things. These are the three key things at the moment to get a good day's fishing in the Hauraki Gulf. Number one, get in close. Find a reef for yourself, such as somewhere over behind me there, or even out at the volcano there behind me, and find a spot where you're not going to have traffic buzzing past you all day long. Get the wind and tide together, anchor, burley up, and float some baits back into that burley trail. You will catch fish doing that. It's a no-brainer. You will catch fish. It's just a matter of time, so stick at it. The second thing is if you want to go to Little Barrier, do exactly the same thing up there and try and fish the edges of the current. So what I mean by that is if you get right and close, there'll be less current. If you go out a bit bigger, what am I saying? If you go out a bit deeper, the current will increase. So you just want to get on the edge where you get some decent current flow and a little bit of deeper water, so 18-20 metres. I don't tend to find that many barracuda in that. Once I get over 20, 25, 30 metres, cuda. Damn those cuda. So that's the second one, and the third one is Coalville Channel. Now the Coalville Channel at the moment with a 3.5 metre tide, which is partly due to that big white thing above my head there, the 3.5 metre tide, there's a ton of ripping through there. It's absolutely ripping through 2 to 3 knots in places, and it can be a real headache. It can also be particularly dangerous in a small boat, especially if you've got the wind against the tide. So I urge you to take caution there in small boats. If you're in a slightly bigger boat or you're more confident you know what you're doing, then when you're over there, what I've been finding is there's a bit of fish between Channel Island and Tryphena on the banks through there. You'll see them on the chart. Tend to find the edge of those is better rather than up on top. Do some long drifts. That's what we did. Long drifts. We spent all morning just on the drift all through that area. We did probably 2 drifts all morning to get our fish through there. The other place is in about 18 to 25 metres on the edge of the foul, not hard up on it. On the edge there was some reasonable fish there on the drift, and the soft baiters did okay there. And the other place in there was right in close and burleying up, and just like a Little Barrier or just like round here, get in close, burley up, and you'll catch fish. It's a gift. It's a gift for you. That's what you do. So that's the pick of it. Now I've been finding bait wise that not everything's working, so it's a bit like soft bait fishing. I'm not finding the mullet working very well. I am finding, however, that some skipjacks that I caught this year, or earlier on this year in the game fishing season that I put in the freezer, have been working pretty good. I've also been finding the blonde squid or the Californian squid has been working pretty good, and the New Zealand pilchards. Now, be very careful when you're buying pilchards. What I find with the pilchards is if you're buying those Malaysian or those pilchards from overseas, they're pretty much junk. Now, it's a waste of money. You cut them in half and leave them on the bait board to defrost. They don't even bleed, and when you throw it in the water, half of them float and the seagulls will eat it. So get a good quality New Zealand pilchard. Lee Fisheries do a fantastic pilchard. Hikurangi Fisheries do a good pilchard, and what you'll find with these is that they have their scales on. They haven't been around the Pacific twice and defrosted twice and refrozen, aren't all freezer burnt. They don't float, and they're full of blood and oil and juices, and those are the things that the snapper like. So give the fish what they like, and you'll catch something. You'll see back there behind me, the car park is full with land yachts, as I call them, the motorhomes, the geriatric gypsies. And you'll also see that the boat ramp is very quiet this morning, despite us having these fantastic conditions in the Gulf. In the Gulf this morning, it's a very light breeze from the south. It's particularly cold. That's why I'm changing changing hands on the phone here because my fingertips are getting frozen and my lips are starting to go blue and whatnot. So it's very cold, it's very still, and with this little bit of breeze it's not going to turn into much all day. It's a really good day to get out there and get fishing, so up you get, off the computer and into it. This is Damo, the Charter Connection Fishing Charters and the Good Vessel Diversity. Catch us on Facebook at Diversity-Fishing. There's all sorts going on there. There's even a promotion coming up pretty soon where you can, if you see your photo in the photo area, which I'll point out on the site, you'll win a free trip, so that's pretty damn good. And the other thing that's happening on there is you can pick up all the great deals and promotions that we do. We have a fishing deal at the moment for the month of July and August, where for $99 you will get a 10 hours, that's $9.9 per hour, $9.90 an hour, a 10-hour fishing trip into the Hauraki Gulf, and we'll take you wherever we see fit. So at the moment we're taking you right across the Gulf to the other side for 99 bucks. You couldn't take your own boat that far for that much. Damo, Charter Connection, Good Vessel Diversity, see you later.